Coach, overall thoughts on today's match?
Yeah, honestly, pretty disappointed. Pretty disappointed. I thought we would come out with more fire after how well we played last night in the third. I was hoping that was an appetizer, not something that satisfied us. But I mean, Western's really good. There's a reason they've won 90 some straight matches, and they know what they're doing, and they're athletic and they're big, and they make plays, and they're super consistent with what they do. And I mean, they're the model of what we're trying to build, and. Yeah, we need to embrace that a little bit more when we play somebody really good, saying, yeah, this is an opportunity to get better. And we had some deer in headlights, little zombie eyes at times, instead of just that fire that says, hey, they might be really good, but you know what? My turn. Let me show what I can do. And I got to do a better job of bringing that out in them.
Match 2, were there any adjustments that Western did that maybe caused?
Yeah, we got a little complacent on our serve, and when they're in system, they were pretty fast to the outside. I don't think we played our game plan as well as we played last night, which is kind of bothersome. I got to figure out what happened there because our lineups were not as good as they were. But some of that was they passed a little bit better than they did last night, and they really mixed in some balls. They tipped a lot better when they didn't have the huge swings, and we didn't respond well to that. We didn't read it as well as we should. So there were some little things, but as much as you can game plan and as much as they game plan, and I'm sure they do, and whatnot, it's so much first touch. It's so much first touch. If you pass well and serve well, everything else looks a lot better.
Of course, a little similarity to last night with the third set being the most competitive. What comparisons did you see between those two?
Yeah, it was similar, but I thought last night's fight was a little bit better from the start. I honestly, and I'm not trying to poke holes in any bubbles that, hey, we fought better in the third, but honestly, I thought they let off the gas, more so than we stepped up. So that's going to happen. They kind of cruised a little bit, and we did take advantage of them cruising a little bit to make it a little bit more respectable on the scoreboard. But just not the same level of fight, and that's part of a building program where we're trying to build a mentality.
Schedule doesn't get any easier for you having to go all the way out to El Paso and play UTEP, who's got it rocking over there. Just speak to the gauntlet that this team's sort of going through in the conference right now.
I don't know who I offended at Conference USA to give us the top 4 teams back to start, but it's for me, if we can embrace that, and say, hey, this is what we want. How do you run the fastest you've ever run in your life? Run against somebody might be a little bit faster, and instead of playing the victim and poor pity for us when things go bad, it should be, no, they're good. This is my opportunity to show how good I can be. So let's fight back. And UTEP's really good. I hope we embrace that challenge, and we're going to keep preaching the message of, hey, let's go, let's get better, let's use these as opportunities.